Everyone, welcome back for another episode of Adams for the Love of Movie Picks. This time around, we're going to be talking about the 2019 film Code 8. Now, this film stars Carrie Matchett as Mary Reed, Robbie Amell as Connor Reed, Sung Kang as Officer Park, Stephen Amell as Garrett, Laisla Del Oliveira as Maddie, Vlad Alexis as Freddie, and I think that's pretty much the extent of the well-known actors in this one. So, the basis of Code 8, I believe the title comes from basically. So the movie's basically set in a future where there are people that are born with superpowers or abilities. And Code 8 stands for when the police are having an issue with a powered or ability-enabled person. There's different types. There's electrics, there's fires, there's ice, there's mind readers, there's people that can, levitate things. So there's all kinds of different powered people. But in this future, unfortunately, they've been labeled as outcasts. It takes place in the fictional city of Lincoln City. And basically, powered people are, they're treated as outcasts. They have a hard time finding a job. If they display their powers, they're instantly ridiculed, display or use their powers. Basically, they have to register and, say that they're powered in order to get a job, in order to, not be chased after by the police. And basically, they've enabled these robotic policemen, enabled them to deal with the powered people if they ever decide to go against the law. And these robots are called Guardians. And they're very tough to deal with. Also, they dispatch from giant drones that can identify people with powers if they have registered. And basically, the movie centers around Connor Reed, an electric, a very powerful electric, who's just struggling to try and get by and not, get in trouble with his powers. Unfortunately, his mom, who is also a power-enabled person, is sick with, I believe it's cancer. She's trying to make ends meet, but she can't afford her treatment that she so desperately needs. And Connor basically is trying to do the right thing, trying to do an everyday job, make money the legal way, and not cause trouble, but it's not working. So he decides to band-aid with some criminals to make the money. And it ends up obviously backfiring on him in a bad way, but in a good way, because it enables him to be himself with his powers and not have to hide anymore. Because like I said, the powered people are really treated as outcasts. They don't seem to have the same rights as normal people. Like the cops, I guess because because of their powers, they're considered deadly weapons. Cops can just shoot them outright if they use their powers even in the slightest against the cops. So it's the powered enabled people really got to be careful in the future about how they use their powers. But basically, Connor decides that he's had enough of leading this life and being treated like this, and decides to do something about it. The movie also, like I said, stars Sung Kang as the officer tasked with bringing in Connor and the powered crew that he's working with. So it's a really interesting take on, mutants or superheroes or powered people, however you want to call it. In a future where in a reality where they're not viewed as heroes, they're viewed as outcasts and basically criminals. So yeah, if you've never seen Code 8, I highly recommend it. It's a great watch. Very interesting storyline. And I think the actors they chose to play the various characters were very well represented and a very good choice. So there you are, folks. That's all we have for you this week. As always, if you enjoy my video, please click that thumbs up, leave a like down below. As always, if you enjoy my video, please leave a comment down below. And if you really enjoy my channel, please subscribe, okay? I greatly appreciate it. You take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you next week.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.